Um, it is 10:07, May 21st, which is a Thursday, 2026. I am Toya, and this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. I was just thinking about working with different cultures and how do I explain this? Maybe this is just meant for me to take a look at different cultures to see how things work with them. I mean, we know some things, but we don't know how in depth things go unless you're a part of that. I do know, however, like Americans, something ain't working right in a marriage, you go about your business, do what you gotta do. Some cultures, that is not an option. Not sure why it would not be, but again, because I don't know the culture. Um, mm, I gave the best advice that I could. I'm not denying that. I gave what I heard. And, the client appreciated it, said that it made her feel better. Just thinking if there was something, and I think that that's just the old me thinking like I want to do more, like fix the problem. And I have to realize that that's not me anymore. That is not my job. It never really was my job. I took it on as my job because, the people I around wanted me to do that. They made me feel like that was my job to do. But that's not my job anymore. I guess what I'm really saying with this is I know it's not my job anymore, but getting through this is how do I put it? Rocky. Only because the old me comes up to see if I'm going to fall back into the same stuff that I used to do. I'm trying not to cut. I mean, I felt it coming on. I felt the heart space. I felt that. And it's not that I was being heartless. It's just that if someone is not willing to do something, there's nothing that you can change about that. Absolutely nothing. You can give them advice, and my advice is always, what is it that you can do for yourself? How can you change that? How can you what can you do for yourself? You have to become the most important person in a situation like that. Even in the midst of people telling you you ain't sugar honey iced tea, not showing you love and care, even your spouse not showing you love, and you got to find within yourself a way to make you feel better and make you a priority. And that's going to be different for everybody. Everybody's situation is different. Yeah. It's amazing though when you say, "Oh yeah, I've healed from that," and then Most High will bring up a situation. You sure? You sure? All right, we're gonna see. And then you get a situation like this, and it's like, you catch it right away. Before, I wouldn't have noticed it until the person was long gone. A couple of days later, I'm still thinking about it in my head, trying to figure out what could I have said, what could I have done. Now it's like, trust what it is that you was given to say and do that. And that's exactly what I did. I planted the seed. The rest is up to the Most High. And one thing that's interesting, that person went on a whole nother journey that was untraditional. So, yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Scary as hell. But it's pretty cool to have the Most High trust you to do something. And at all costs, with everybody coming at you, turning their back on you, hating on you, talking about you, and you still do what it is that the Most High says. Nothing's going to beat that. Nothing is going to beat that. Yeah. Just be focused. You kind of almost got to be like having, how am I talking? You gotta kind of be like, tunnel vision. Just stay focused. We always say just be in the middle of the storm. All this stuff going around you, you're in the safest place, in the middle of the storm. Yeah. I will admit, at times, it was a little shaky. Oh my gosh. I think, one thing about dreaming, you can say what your dream was and it means something, but then the next time you say it, it has a different meaning for a whole different situation. this situation reminded me of a dream I had where, oh my God, I don't even know how long ago that was. I was still in church. So that was a while ago. But you know, back then, because I believed in the rapture, right? And I had the dream that I was being taken up. And as I'm going up, it was nice and smooth. But then I heard someone saying something about me as I was going up. And then my my ascension was like shaky. Every time I paid attention to what someone else was saying telepathically, everything would get shaky. But if I stayed focused, the ride was smooth. The ride, you know what I mean? The ascension was smooth. That's what that reminded me of. Well, whoever hears this and they may be going through something similar or have a certain situation that's similar that they had with another person, you know what I'm saying. It's like I'm repeating myself. I hope it helps someone. Yeah. It'll reach. Even if it's just one. I'm good with just one. Just one. I know there's going to be many who hear me, follow things that I may do, and it changed their lives, but they'll never tell me. And I'm okay with that. I think the goal is for everyone to do better, be better, become the best them. However you do that, well, not in a negative way, you know, but whatever it takes to get you to switch some things up. Yeah, I'm okay with planting seeds. Yeah. I still get to see the seeds grow, even if it's not in my face. I still get to feel what happens when my seeds grow. Not really my seeds, but you know what I mean. Because every time we change and ascend and do or become the best versions of ourselves, it affects everyone. And I know people like, how? We are all connected. We are all connected. We are all made by the same source. Well, I take that back. But you know what I mean. We are all connected. If we're here, we are all connected. Yeah. Yep. So, with that being said, I want to say to my team, and I hope saying my team doesn't sound like these people work for me or these angels work for me. It's a reciprocal thing. I just want to say that I am grateful to all of them. The Most High, Mother and Father God, to my ancestors, those who have never even set foot in this realm, and the ones who have, and that may not have ascended that much and would be considered as goons. Archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides. Did I say it's in the message? No. All those who are here for my highest and greatest good. To the elements, earth, air, fire, water, and ether. I will say to gods, goddesses, and pharaohs, and everything, everyone, known or unknown, seen or unseen, benevolent, you know what I mean, benevolent, you know, considered good or bad. I am thankful for all the help, all the protection, all the guidance, all the encouragement. Just the being with me throughout my lifetime. And I'm grateful for your being. All the blood, sweat, and tears of those who did have lifetimes here. I am so grateful for you. Those who are part of my bloodline and those who are not, that have come to my assistance. Those who, in this realm, at this time, that have always been on my side, whether you said something or not. I'm grateful. Damn it. I want to thank the birds and the trees and the chicken wings. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you all. Well, I'm starting to get silly. Thank you, everybody. You're probably gonna get tired of me because I'm not gonna stop saying that. I can't stop saying how grateful I am for being here for such a time as this. There's a lot going on, good and bad. There's a lot going on. But I am still grateful to be here, to see it, to witness it, to be a part of it, to be able to change even in the midst of all of that. Yeah. I am Toya. I win. And this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. Later.